Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is part 72 of Tafseer Saadi. We continue to read in the explanation of Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 266. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أيود أحدكم أن تكون له جنة من نخيل وأعناب تجري من تحتها الأنهار له فيها من كل الثمرات وأصابه الكبر وله ذرية ضعفاء فأصابها إعصار فيه نار فاحترقت كذلك يبين الله لكم الآيات لعلكم تتفكرون. Does any of you wish to have a garden with date palms and vines, through which rivers flow with all kinds of fruit, while he is stricken with old age and his children are weak, i.e. too small to look after themselves? Then it should be consumed by a fiery whirlwind. Thus Allah makes clear to you His revelations that you may reflect. This is the likeness of the one who does acts of charity and other deeds for the sake of Allah, the Most High. Then he does deeds that nullify them. His likeness is that of the owner of this garden, in which there are all kinds of fruits. Date palms and grapevines are singled out for the mention. Date palms and grapevines are singled out for mention because of their superiority and abundant benefits, because they provide nourishment, staple foods, and sweet fruits. In that garden, there are rivers that irrigate it without the need for a great deal of effort. The owner is very happy with this garden, but then he grows old and becomes too weak to work, so he becomes more concerned about it. He has small children, none of whom are able to help him. Rather, they are all dependent on him, and his livelihood and theirs comes from that garden. Whilst they are like that, a storm or whirlwind in which there is fire comes to that garden and burns it up. Do not ask about what that man goes through of grief and distress. If grief could kill a person, it would have killed him. This is the likeness of the one who does something for the sake of Allah. His deeds are like the seeds that are sown to get crops and fruit. He carries on like that until his efforts yield a garden of utmost splendor. The things that invalidate his deeds are like the storm in which there is fire. The individual is in the greatest need of his good deeds when he dies, and is in a situation where he cannot do anything. Then he finds his deeds which he hoped would benefit him like floating dust scattered about. As Allah said, but he finds the punishment of Allah waiting. Thus Allah will requite him in full, for Allah is swift in reckoning. Surah An-Nur, Quran chapter 24, verse 39. If a person could imagine this scenario and had the slightest understanding, he would not do that which will harm him and bring the utmost regret. But weakness of faith and reasoning and lack of insight bring one to this state, which of an insane person who does not understand anything were to do that which leads to the same fate. It would be a grievous matter. Hence Allah Azza wa Jal, the Most High, instructs and encourages us to reflect. As He says, thus Allah makes clear to you His revelations that you may reflect. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.